Good morning, YouTube. Got a kind of an extended drive this morning, so I'm gonna try to fit in a video. First thing I want to address, get it out of the way, is I keep getting asked. I have a video on YouTube that all of a sudden is not exploded, but it's got over 20,000 views on it. I'll give you an update on what happened. I have hundreds of comments coming in. They want to know what happened between me and the town flunky that tried to impersonate a police officer and pull me over. The code enforcement officer that does nothing more than harass taxpayers and fixes garbage cans when he's got no tickets to write. But anyways, to sum it up, there was a lot of video taken that couldn't be shown for everybody involved. I wasn't even the guy in question. I didn't want to post any more video of him, for personal reasons or privacy issues. I keep getting asked what happened. Well, as I called the police, and they came to my house. But he had also called the police too while he was following me because he's a town employee. He just left out the part where he tried to pull me over like a police officer illegally. So I'm on the phone with 911. They already know this guy's following me, and I told them I'm on my way home, and this guy better not follow me home and set foot on my property. Now, I purposely did this in my head. People go, why in the comments, why would you let him know where you live? Well, first of all, he has my license plate. Second of all, his brother is a police officer, so he could obviously, when he's not on duty, have my license plate ran. And he had already called the police, so they're going to show up to my house anyways. But because I'm relatively street smart, I went to my house because there's surveillance cameras on my house, so I could have everything recorded even if they decided to confiscate my phone. So, police came. The 911 operator actually saw the scam coming. They told me, well, don't go to your house. Pull over in a parking lot, and the officers will meet you there. Well, that was just so they could not be at my house. So if I'm in a parking lot, it would have been a lot easier for them to fabricate something, because I probably wouldn't have been on film. And there'd be, they could get around the whole trespassing on my property thing too. So anyways, I wasn't going to take the bait. So they came to my house. The police show up. Then the wannabe cop, he did stay down. They advised him to stay away from my house. So he parked about, 3 or 4, maybe 5 houses down from my house while they came up. They talked to me. They'd go back to his truck, talk to me, go back to his truck. And then, they came back and said, oh, he's going to write you a $100 fine. I burst out laughing. I said, write me the fine, but he's got to hand it to you guys and you can bring it to me. They said, fine. But I said, let me show you something first. And him being on film, impersonating a police officer, the police, I believe, went to his truck and convinced him that he probably shouldn't push the issue. And then he wound up cutting me a break. I keep getting asked, why didn't you sue? Why didn't you go, report him to this, that, whatever? Because after I calmed down, and maybe he was there's no excuse for what he did, but everybody deserves a second chance. And I keep calling him names, and a lot of it's just ball busting. I didn't act totally mature in this either. I admitted some guilt in the whole situation. A lot of people say, why didn't you get a permit, or why were you plowing? No, the issue was not him asking me for a permit. The issue was, so if I was in a customer's driveway and I was plowing and he approached me and said, do you have a permit? I would have engaged in conversation with him, because at that point he is doing his job. Now, we can agree that the job is stupid or disagree, but he stopped me at a corner before the video and asked me for a permit. Now, and did not see me plowing a driveway. That's the issue. I was just driving down a street with a snowplow on my truck at that point. And to do that, you do not need a permit. I think people miss the point with that. And then I told them I don't answer questions, and I left. And then the video you see is him following me. He pulls into a turning lane next to me, and then non-police vehicle flashes a fake badge. Well, you all know where it goes. I hold no hard feelings. So people say, why didn't you sue? I don't want to see the guy lose his job. I don't want him to even get in trouble. He just needs to use better judgment, especially when I'm paying his salary. I don't want the town getting sued and having to cover that. But he has enough shame, I think, because everybody knows the story in the town, and nobody has anything nice to say about this guy anyways, so maybe he's got problems, and I don't know. So whatever. I don't care. And I've said in the comments, if people, to other people that have asked me this question, the reason I'm making this video is I can't keep responding to all these comments about this. So, no hard feelings. However, if he ever does it again, or to anyone that I know does it again, because there's a lot of corruption in our town, and I'm not trying to blow up my town because there's a lot of great people in the town, a lot of good employees that I know, friends with, etc. So, there's bad people everywhere. But anyways, if he ever does it again, then the video, is going everywhere. The town supervisor, I may maybe talk to a lawyer, who knows. And that's another thing. You always have to know who you're screwing with. I'm sure this guy didn't plan to have this put on YouTube and have 20,000 people know he's an idiot. And, they pick on easy. Oh, he's a snowplow guy, so he's probably a broke asshole. No, most business owners have attorneys and make money to pay for attorneys. So it wouldn't even be an issue for me to push the issue with him. But I don't know. I'm letting it go. I could care less. If I talk to the guy for some, I wouldn't even care. I think it's a joke. And in fact, if he asked me, I'd probably take the video right off the internet. Off of YouTube. So, anyways, that's a follow up. And I want to touch on a few things real quick. I'm a small time channel. I do this for fun. Certainly I'm not making money at this whatsoever, and I think that's why the few people that listen to me like me, because I just say stupid shit and I talk about anything, just a random channel. So the thing is, though, if you say a stupid comment or something hateful, I don't care. I just delete you or block you. It doesn't matter. I mean, you can. I actually encourage people to talk shit because at least there's conversation. But I gotta ask, if I'm getting a lot of questions and I'm trying to respond and comment to everyone that does contact me or make personal videos for them. So what I ask in return is, it wouldn't kill you if you want to hear the shit that comes out of my mouth. Hit the subscribe button if you like it. And if not, if you think I'm a loser, just make a fucking comment. That's all I'm asking. So there's some sort of, so maybe it gives me an idea on a video or a response, or we can have a conversation about something. But this has got to be like a two-way street, because it's, if I'm going to do it, I'll make videos now and then for myself, or my kids like watching them and shit. But a little more interaction in the comment section. And that's it for today, guys. The sun's coming out, so I got to run a few estimates and go to a couple stores, and waiting for this weather to get warm. It's freaking freezing. But anyways, that's it for today. Hope everybody's having a great day. Get after it.